almost feel bad that this will be your most popular interview because other than my 4 years of torture in high school, I really have no other experience in marching band. I will say this, the marching band went to Hawaii once, and we marched in a parade in Hawaii, and it was some big competition, too. There were marching bands from all over, and we didn't do well at all. And I think our jazz band played well. I don't know what this, you can see it left a mark on me.
But you were in Hawaii, so does it matter?
That's true. That's true. And I can't really talk about much of the other activities that went on other than I was in high school and you had a group of, 200 high schoolers in Hawaii. That's about all I can say.
That sounds like a challenge right there for any director.
Yeah.
Especially with
all I remember about that, and I think we were in Honolulu, but all I remember was that we marched in a parade, and it was the first time I'd ever done anything like that, but it wasn't too long, like it wasn't like I wasn't in pain or anything. And then the only thing I remember was, we kind of do little cadences as we march along. Right like that, right? And I'm wailing on the tritoms. We marched past the zoo, and they told us we couldn't play as we marched past the zoo because it would scare the animals. So that's one memory I have of that trip. I also remember.
Wait. The question is, who planned the parade route? That's actually the question.
Well, that's where they told us we're just following the band in front of us. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going.
Who laid that puppy out? Okay. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah. So anyway, no, I was just gonna say, the other memory I have was meeting a nice girl from Canada. That's all I remember. And hopefully I don't have any children in Canada. That's all I'm hoping. No, that didn't happen. You can edit this out, right?
Yes, perhaps.
Good.
Well, so does anybody, you have a lot of friends like Pasty,
Lufa.
Right. Do any of them play instruments as well?
No. Pasty just plays on your sympathies. That's the instrument he is most known for. He's such a sad sack. And Lufa, I don't know. I mean, Lufa's okay. He hangs out a bit, but he put a video on my TikTok account, and it's the most. I don't even want to talk about it. It is the most. Makes me mad. It's my account. His video's like the most popular one on that whole account.
Really?
Yeah, but don't worry. Listen, competition inspires creativity. Isn't that what they say? Someone say that?
I think I've heard that somewhere. So I have a good friend, John DeHaas, who is sometimes as part of one of some of your shows. Does John's musicality and musicianship at the piano inspired you at all?
Let me tell you, John is a dear friend, and I love having John perform with me on stage. And when I look over at John on stage, his music is so good. He's so fun to talk to. And I look over and I look at him, and I can just see in his eyes how much in awe he is to be on stage with me. And I really appreciate that. You don't want to be on stage with somebody who thinks they're talented. You want somebody on stage who understands the greatness that they're performing with and how much I'm helping his career. Now, if we can only get him out of that goddamn theme park, that will be a wonder. But, he's so much more talented, he's wasted in a theme park. But anyway, that's what I tell him all the time.
The theme park patrons appreciate his musicality, I'm sure.
Well, they don't. You could show them a bucket of fish, and they'd be as amazed as his piano skills. And I'm not saying he's a bad piano player. I'm just saying the people who go there, these theme park fans.
Yeah, that's a crowd. Yeah. So you've had a lot of people on your show with you before, some like famous people that I've recognized. Do you want to mention any of them?
Sure. Well, John and I do these live shows. We do some Christmas shows, and we love having guests on the show. And so our first guest last year was Rich Sommer, who was on Mad Men. He played Harry Cray, the TV executive on Mad Men. Cool. And he was great. And then Moon Zappa.
I put you on the spot.
Well, I'm trying to remember them in alphabetical order, in chronological order, right? Because
I
in
didn't give you any
alphabetical
warning.
order, I've already screwed it up because it was Rich and then Moon. And no matter how you slice it, Moon comes last because her last name's Zappa. But Moon Zappa, Valley Girl, she was on the show. She was fantastic. She told some wonderful stories. And then we had a band from Los Angeles called No Small Children. That was this year, and they are fantastic. You've heard them if you've gone and seen the recent Ghostbuster remake. It was their version of the Ghostbusters theme song. That not the one that the poppy one, but like the hard rock one. That was theirs, and they were great. And
Cool.
then Julie Brown from Earth Girls Are Easy and the Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun, which fits in well with your show. Although it was funny because I asked her if she can perform Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun anymore, with all the recent events happening in schools and all that kind of stuff. And she said, yeah, she said that people understand in the spirit it was written and in the time it was written. And, yeah, she can still perform it. So anyway,
Right.
yeah, we had a lot of celebrities. And then, we throw in John just to kind of bring it down a notch. We don't want to give the crowd too much because with me and another celebrity, if John was super famous, forget it,
Too much.
So we bring
Yeah.
John in to kind of balance things out.
Yeah, it's too much. It's just too much.
It's too much. Yeah.
Yes. So any final thoughts about marching band that you have before we go?
Any other thoughts about marching?
I'm sure you think a lot about marching band, Toiley. And
I do. Well, it was, for all my joking around, it was a fun time. And even though, of course, I got involved in, theater when I was in high school as well, and that led to my acting career, I always considered myself more of a band kid. Because there was a level of pretension with the theater kids that wasn't there in the band kids. And I liked that. And I truly did like that. Because if I'm in a room, I want to be the most pretentious person that there could be. So in the theater, I was competing with all these other egos. But in band, it was a good time. I could hang out. I could be myself. I could unwind the role a little bit and just chill, and talk to people. And, I'm still in touch with my band teacher. He recently retired. He was there for quite a while, but I'm still in touch with him. And,
Sure.
it was a good time. And we, I love playing it. I love playing the different songs. Now, I will say that I was a little bit more into the fun of it. It's a little more spirit than musical perfection, so that's what I'll say. But I still had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. And like to this day, don't ask me to read any music because I have no idea what it is. I'll just hear the song and, drum along to it. But, I still look back fondly on those years, and, it was a great time. And I'm still in touch. Just this past summer, I was up in Washington, and I saw a friend who, we've been friends since band,
Cool.
and, we're still close and talking today. So I support the band. And, as I just don't tell the theater people, I liked it a little better. So just don't say that because I don't want that to get out. You'll edit that out, right? That won't go out. Yeah.
Sure, nobody'll know.
Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you for having me on, Tom.
Yeah.
And I really great talking to you. You're a great guy. What? Tim. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Tim, I'm sorry. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
It's awesome. Thank you, Toiley.
Why did you tell me his name was Tom? Why would you do that? All right, bye.
See an interview with Toiley puppeteer Grant Pachoco at marchingroundtable.com and on the Marching Roundtable YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Marching Roundtable and Marching Arts Education YouTube channel so you never miss a single video from the Marching Arts' #1 source of educational resources, entertaining podcasts, and news from the activity. If you like the Marching Roundtable, please tell a friend or colleague. You are the best way we have to let people know about this valuable resource. Find podcasts at marchingroundtable.com and find live webinars and video content at marchingartseducation.com. Thank you for watching.